Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is set to introduce over 8 new characters in this story that will actually be used in a way in order to evolve the characters of Kylo Ren and Rey from start to finish of Episode 9. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one great thing about Episode 9 is that we do know that there are going to be a lot of twists and turns, as well as a lot of revelations in this movie that's going to change how we view both The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi and the entire Skywalker saga. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and what's really intriguing about all of this is that one of the concept art descriptions has all to do with the character of Supreme Leader Snoke, General Leia Organa, and a whole lot more. Now, specifically, it's described that one of the scenes that were shot during the month of October over at Cardington included a flashback sequence for the characters of Leia and Snoke, where the set was described to be built like a political conference room of some kind. It said that dozens of extras were dressed in political outfits that is said to set up Snoke's backstory and how Leia knew of Snoke. It's described that an unnamed actor that may or may not have been Andy Serkis was on set portraying Snoke without his injuries, where it's described that the actor was dressed in a black robe with red stripes going down it, where the costume design of the younger version of Snoke was dubbed as Governor Evandor's SYD outfit. The sequence is said to be brief, where it said that one of the green screens would be replaced with a CGI explosion during post-production. Another costume design for Snoke was dubbed as Governor Evandor's SYD burned outfit. So I want to go over a couple of parts about all of this, because obviously this is yet another new identity for the character of Snoke. You know, before he has been referenced as, a senator, and also now as Governor Evandor. Now, in case you guys did not know, they will be exploring Snoke's backstory to a certain extent in The Rise of Skywalker by JJ and Chris Terrio. You guys may or may not recall this, but a couple of months ago, we actually learned that Rian Johnson, J.J. Abrams, and yes, even Andy Serkis himself are basically the only people that know of Snoke's backstory and are keeping it a very big secret if they ever wanted to explore it in another Star Wars movie, or even maybe a whole entire new Star Wars trilogy at that. And they will be touching on Snoke's backstory in Episode 9. Now, I want to go over how, this character of Snoke is referred to as Governor Evandor, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what SYD really stands for the costume design. Now, this could stand for something to do with the Senate for all we know, but one thing I will want to bring up here is that we do know that General Leia Organa is going to have quite a number of flashbacks in Episode 9, portrayed by Carrie Fisher. They're using a lot of unused footage of Carrie for some of the sequences where even Billie Lourd is going to act as a stand-in. Alright, Carrie's daughter is going to act as a stand-in for the character of Leia for some of the odd angles, like a rear shot or an angled shot or something around those lines. Now, sure, Billie Lourd doesn't really look like Carrie Fisher, down to how she looks like in the original trilogy, or, obviously in the sequel trilogy, but they will be using Billie Lourd for some of the, shots where she's going to be angled, or she's going to have the camera behind her and stuff around those lines. So the character of Supreme Leader Snoke, I will say that this character really grew on me as a fan. Watching The Force Awakens, it really opened up a lot of possibilities, and then in The Last Jedi, those possibilities were really left, pretty much cut short after his death. And that was basically used in a way in order to evolve the character of Kylo Ren into becoming the main villain for Episode 9, at least for the first half of The Rise of Skywalker, since we do know that there is going to be a new villain in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. What's even very interesting about this film, though, is that we do know that Snoke is going to be connected somehow, some way to the Beyond in The Rise of Skywalker, and that some of that will be explained in this movie by JJ. So once again, the costume design being dubbed as Governor Evandor's SYD outfit, as well as the other one where a sequence was shot involving a green screen, where the CGI to replace that is going to consist of an explosion. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I believe that this is JJ's way of tapping into the book, of course, by Claudia Gray. It's called Bloodline, where it explores the life of General Leia before the events of The Force Awakens, 5 years before The Force Awakens. You know, you get to see her whole entire life based within politics and as a politician and working her way up the ladder and everything like that, and how she's eventually exposed as the daughter of Darth Vader. And in that book, there was an explosion called the napkin bombing. And I think that this may very well be JJ's telling of the napkin bombing on screen, on the big screen for this movie, to tell us exactly who Snoke really is. In, of course, you know, The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. You guys may actually notice that his whole entire body is mangled and burned and pretty much it just has a lot of things wrong with the character Snoke. Even Andy Serkis said that his spine is literally twisted. So he's got a lot of injuries that are left unexplained, that will be explained to a certain extent in The Rise of Skywalker and in the novelization of course, Episode 9. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.